We gotta talk about House of the Dragon, season 3, episodes 3 and 4. Now I know episode 5 gonna come out, but let's get into these episodes. And I have to combine them because episode 3 was the weakest out of the ones we got so far, and it wasn't a whole lot going on. It was mostly about Rhaenyra's first day on the job. So let's sum it up. They broke. The Lannisters done took their money, so they ain't got no money. The rats are running rampant. Huh? Aegon done killed all the... Ooh, could I say killed? I be forgetting. Aegon done took out all the rat catchers. So the rats are in the beds. They in the closets. They everywhere but the kitchen. Somebody said if they gonna be out there, they need to be like Ratatouille and get to cooking. But the rats are everywhere, I'm telling y'all. And it's ridiculous. It's actually disgusting. And so that was part of it. Then you have the whole Corlys issue. He wanted Rhaenyra to make his kids legitimate. She did not oblige. You have Ulf thinking he can be a Targaryen. Sir, absolutely not. But I guess the most important part of episode 3 was the fact that Daemon was sent to stop Sir Ormond, however you say that man's name, and tell them to surrender because Rhaenyra is taking the throne. He surrenders, and he's supposed to give over Prince Darren. Whole time, Darren was a fake. They didn't send them a fake Darren because when Rhaenyra took Alicent to go see him before she sent him away, she like, I don't know this boy. He don't know me. And so that man had bleached that boy's hair and told him not to say nothing, even if she burned you with dragon fire. And so they realized they'd been deceived. But my thing is, why didn't y'all know? And the reason why I want to know why y'all didn't know is because that dragon wasn't, when you took that boy, Tessarion was like, who is him? I don't care, take him. Y'all would have thought, as dragon riders, y'all would understand when you separate the dragon from the rider, there's something there. That dragon didn't move when y'all took that boy. And honestly, I would have told him, get on the dragon, huh? Get on the dragon. And then we're going to fly back to King's Landing. You're going to fly ahead because we don't trust you. And that would have solved it. Because that boy would have went up to that dragon and he would have got burnt. Oh, wait, also, and because they were so broke and the people were hungry, Rhaenyra set up this scheme. It was a scheme set up by Rhaenyra to trick the noble people to come in for a banquet, only to serve them rats. And have her people go ransack all their stores of food that they was hoarding to give to the people to buy goodwill with the people because the Septon refused to anoint her as, queen of the realm. So, have to remember that little piece. So overall, like I said, this was the weakest episode so far. I would give episode 3, it was a 5.5 out of 10. And really, because it could have been a sitcom on SNL. That's how funny it really was. But bless her heart, she was just going through it, Rhaenyra. So hopefully things get better for her. But they really didn't, because episode 4. So episode 4 is pretty much all about Rhaenyra strategizing on how to deal with Sir Ormond, whatever how you say that, man. Sir Ormond, that's what he gonna be today, Sir Ormond. And because he done took over Tumbleton, and she can't just go burn it down because those are her people, her subjects. And Hugh the Hammer, his wife is there. And speaking of his wife, so Sir Ormond and the rest of the High Tide, they done took over Tumbleton, and they done moved all the soldiers in there. And one of the soldiers tried to push up on her, and then the family attacked him. And then Sir Ormond took care of the man. He was like, you gonna pay because I told and promised these people they was gonna be safe. And so he yoked up his own soldier for attacking and trying to assault Hugh the Hammer's wife. Another important part of this episode, which was so funny, Daemon goes to Lady Erin to go get some gold because, again, remember, they broke out there in King's Landing. And so she does give it to him, and not before she, called him broke. She's like, you begging? Huh? It's like Squidward, spare change. That was Daemon, pretty much. But she gave him the money. She gave it to him. But as he was leaving, hold on, why Caraxes was showing out? Damien, like, pop him. He popped him good too, y'all. But Caraxes since Sheep Stealer. And he took Damon to Sheep Stealer. And lo and behold, who did Damon discover? His daughter, Raina. He like, what did you do? What did you do to your second baby girl that cut off her beautiful hair? And now she all patched up and scrunched up and burnt up in the head. It's just, oh, the baby looked terrible. They got her going through it. He tried to take her back to King's Landing. Like, we're going to make it right. We're going to figure out a way to, quell Rhaenyra's anger towards you because she think you the reason why Jace is gone. And she's like, no, I'm going to leave. Don't say nothing to her. Figure out a way. I'm out of here. Her and Sheep Stealer pieced out. Not after. Not before him and Caraxes got into a little screaming arguing match. Where Daemon then tells Caraxes, hush. See, their relationship was perfect. We also got a little side quest with Aegon and Larys on the move. He goes and finds it. That was sad. Okay, I don't like Aegon, but seeing him with Sunfire, who's presumably dead, but Aegon believes he's alive, we're going to see how they do that. Because that dragon been gone for 2, 3, 4 weeks now, okay? That dragon should not still be alive, even though if you read the books, you know it should be. But here's the deal. I don't know how they're going to resurrect him. But regardless, we see him get humbled because they go to the little shanty town and he's still trying to talk to these people like he the king. And you're not. You're a stowaway, a refugee like everybody else. And so that man told him, he started talking some hot stuff to the person in charge. He said, kiss my boot. And guess what was on that boot? Boo-boo! But lastly, the other major part that happened with episode 4 was seeing Darren and his relationship with Tessarion. And also just seeing his upbringing with Sir Almond and how he's accustomed to his fits of rage. Because we saw that happen when they realized that Aemon was not coming to save them. Also, Sir Criston Cole and the cousin, sick of them. Cole needs to go. But Darren is just, he's so wrapped up with Sir Almond because he raised them up, right? He raised them. And so he forces him to Nyx, the dude who was protecting his sister, Sir Hugh the Hammer's brother. He made him stab him through the heart. And to take away that little bit, because he hates the Targaryens. Okay? He's like, you got a stain in your blood, but I'm going to raise you right. I'm going to raise you up as the high tower you was meant to be. We're going to bring back our glory. But that Targaryen in you, we're going to stump that out. And I hated watching that because I'm like, well, you got this dragon. Sick Tessarion on him and get up out of there. But he's high tower all the way, y'all. But that's how it ended. And we're going to see what episode 5 has to give us. But I'm going to rate this episode. This episode was good. I rate this episode a 7.5. Episode 4 was a 7.5. Definitely Caraxes and Daemon. Their dynamic was the highlight for me. Y'all let me know what you thought about episodes 3 and 4. And I'll see y'all later.